Yeah, that's right. We have the full moon coming up, and November's full moon is a super moon. It's called the Beaver Moon. And there's the explanation there, because we're getting prepared for the winter months, simply like the beavers do. And of course, it is going to be on the cold side by the time we get into next week. But again, if you want to check out the full moon tomorrow morning, it's going to be up there. Here it is right now. It looks full, but not quite there. About 99% of the way. This is Goose Pond down in Scottsboro. Things are calm. It is quiet. We're not tracking any kind of active weather this morning, but it is on the chilly side. So many of you are waking up to the 30s, 36 in Cleveland and Athens, 39 in Altamont, all the way down to 32 in Murphy. So there's going to be some patchy frost before the sun comes up, and then we're going to bounce back into the mid to upper 60s here in the valley, low 60s in the higher elevation. So it's going to be several degrees warmer than yesterday. Another full day of sunshine, just going to be nice all in all. As we go through the next couple of days, it's going to be quiet, but our next chance of rain coming in Friday evening and night. So yeah, if you have any plans to head out, maybe watch some football on Friday night, you're going to have to watch this forecast closely, because it looks like the rain's going to start late in the evening. Could have some gusty winds. The severe threat looks low, could have a few rumbles of thunder and up to 1/2 inch of rainfall. So as we track all this out, again, the next several days are going to be dry. So we fast forward all the way to Friday morning. We'll have the cloud cover building in, but it looks like Friday morning and even through the afternoon it's going to be relatively quiet. And then by the time we get into the late evening, notice your timestamp there, after the sun goes down, we're going to have some of that rain kind of moving in from the west as that front gets a little bit closer to us, and really picking up as we get into Friday night. Again, not looking at much of a severe threat here, but we are going to keep an eye on this system. By the time we get into Saturday morning, most of this is going to clear out. So potential rainfall, I'd say 1/4 to 1/2 inch. There could be a few areas with a little bit more than that, especially the further west you go into Middle Tennessee and parts of North Alabama. But we're definitely going to get some rain as we get into our Friday. And then the next big thing is going to be a big shot of cold air that comes after all this, likely working in, I would say, late Sunday into Monday. You can even have some higher elevation flurries along the plateau, Blue Ridge Mountains. Again, it's that time of the year again. And as we take a look at your temperature trend, again, here in the valley, it's going to be nice and warm. And look what happens Monday. I mean, we're talking a 20-degree temperature swing from the 70s all the way down into the upper 40s. And those overnight lows also going to drop down into, I would say, the freezing range either Monday morning, definitely Tuesday morning. So early next week, certainly going to be a chill in the air, and that wind chill with the wind picking up after that front, going to be pretty brutal as we wake up on Monday. It's going to feel like low 20s along the Cumberland Plateau, and even throughout the day, we're going to hover in the 30s. So it's going to feel like a winter day on Monday, and by the time we get into Tuesday morning, those wind chill values could be all the way down into the 20s. So go ahead and brace yourself for that and try to enjoy the next couple of days while we're dealing with this warmer air. Here's a look at your forecast for today. Some morning frost, sunshine this afternoon, highs of around 68 tonight. Low 40s. I would say some areas will drop back into the 30s once again. But as we look at the next couple of days, fantastic weather. I mean, great to be outdoors. We're talking low 70s both Wednesday, Thursday, even Friday before the rain comes. And then this weekend, that's when we start to have those change coming down the pipeline. And next week, we're definitely going to be dealing with our first freeze of the season.
Hey. It's coming fast.
That's quite the drop off from 72 to 49 in just a couple days.
Yeah, it is.
But we deal with it every year.
Yeah, we do.
Eventually, we get that first big front. It's on the way.
Yep.
Gotta get ready for it.
We'll be ready. Thank you, Clay.